Everyone, welcome to Think Starter. 欢迎大家来到 Think Starter 的课堂。So today we are going to take a look at the culture reading of Unit 8. 那今天呢，我们就要来看到第8单元的阅读部分了。So in this unit, we talked about music and musical instruments, right? And today we are going to take a look at the musical instruments around the world.那今天我们就要来看到来自世界各地的一些奇奇怪怪的 musical instruments 乐器。So now please open your book and let's turn to page 80. 我们现在呢把书翻到第80页。And now let's turn to page 80. So first, let's take a look at exercise 1. And we can take a look at these words and find out what do they mean. 我们看看这些到底表达的是什么意思。So the first word is here. So what word is that? Yes, this is blow. Yes, 这是吹的动作啊，叫做 blow. All right, blow. And what about this? So this is actually the ground. Okay, the ground. And what about the next one? Yes, orchestra. Orchestra. And what about this one here?Right, we can say it's wood. Wood, right? And what is the next one? Yes, this is a stick. Okay, so we can say it's a stick. And what about this one here? 看这个呀，这是一块布，对不对？ So we can say it's a piece of cloth. Okay, 注意啊，它不是 clothes, 而是 cloth 发 o 的音。A piece of cloth. Alright? And now,Let's take a look at exercise 1. So we can find these 5 things and 1 action. And let's see. So the first one is a piece of cloth. So in which picture can you find a piece of cloth? Right, here, you see, you can find a piece of cloth. And the next one, a stick. So in which picture can you find a stick?That's right, it's here. 哎，在这儿，对不对？ And the next one, an orchestra. So in which picture you can find orchestra? No, we can't find it, right? What is an orchestra? Let's go back and see. Orchestra, 它指的是交响乐团。Alright, a group of people who play the music together. Okay, 交响乐团叫做 orchestra. Okay?Orchestra, all right? And let's see. And in which of the picture can you find blow? This is an action. 这是一个动作。Which picture? That's right. It's picture B, right? And the next one, the ground. So in which picture can you find the ground? That's right, the ground. So you see here.This is the ground, right? Okay, and in which picture can you find wood? Wood. Okay, wood. You see, what is the wood? This is the wood, 就是木头, right? And in which picture can you find wood? I can find it here, right? And here, okay? Alright, so we find these things. And now we are going to read and listen to the article, and then we can find out which country do the musical instruments come from. So in this passage, we will find out 3 musical instruments. You see here, this one and this one. 哎，一看像好几口锅，对不对？ And this one, all right? So you need to listen and find out where are they from.Okay, you need to give me the country names, all right? And now let's do it. Okay, and now let's listen to the recording.
Musical instruments around the world. 1. The berimbau. This is a Brazilian instrument. It's made of wood. It's long and thin and has got 1 string. You play the berimbau by hitting the string with a stick.Musicians play the berimbau when people dance capoeira. Capoeira is now famous in many parts of the world, not only in Brazil. 2. The didgeridoo. The didgeridoo is a famous musical instrument that comes from Australia. It's like a big, long trumpet, but it's made of wood. You blow into it, and it makes a very unusual, deep sound. Didgeridoos are difficult to hold because they are between 1 and 3 meters long. The musician usually puts the didgeridoo on the ground. 3. The bonang. The bonang is a group of round metal pots. Musicians play these in Indonesia in an orchestra of many musicians. You put the pots together in lines. You then hit the pots with a stick that has a piece of cloth around it. All the pots are different sizes, and so they all make different sounds. Some people say that the sound is very relaxing.
Alright, so you listen to this article, right? So do you know where are these instruments from? 大家知道这些乐器都来自于哪里吗？ That's right. Okay, so this is a didgeridoo, right? And this didgeridoo is from Australia. And this one is called bonang. And bonang comes from Indonesia, right? And this is a berimbau. And berimbau is from Brazil. And now, let's take a look at this passage. 来，我们现在一段一段的来看一下。So the first one is the berimbau. So you see, this is on the picture here, right? Okay. And it's made of wood. So, made of, 它表示由什么什么造的。一般呢，都是用来表达材质的时候，会用来说 it's made of something. It's made of wood. That means it is we use the wood to make the berimbau, right? And let's see, it's long and thin and has got one string. So what is a string? Let's see. So this is the berimbau and this is string, right? 就指的是弦。那这个呢 berimbau 有几根弦呢？ Right, one string. You play the berimbau by hitting the string with a stick. Okay? Hit. 咱们在第7单元的时候是不是学到过呀？就是击打 right? You play the berimbau by hitting the string. 就是这样击打这个 string, right? With a stick. So, what is a stick? So this is a stick, right? 用这种小木棍啊来去击打这个弦儿。Musicians play the berimbau when people dance capoeira. So what is capoeira? Let's see, this is capoeira. Alright? So it's a kind of Brazilian dance and martial art. 它是巴西的一种武术啊，或者是一种舞蹈。但是呢，这个也可以用在武术当中，它是一种 martial art. Okay? Capoeira is now famous in many parts of the world, not only in Brazil. Capoeira 现在呢是非常的 famous 很有名的 in many parts of the world, not only in Brazil. Not only 就表示不仅仅是在 Brazil 西巴西很有名 right? Alright, and now let's take a look at the next one. Okay, so you see this is the capoeira. And now let's take a look at number 2, the didgeridoo. The didgeridoo is a famous musical instrument that comes from Australia. So do you know what is didgeridoo? Didgeridoo is a kind of musical instrument like this, right? So it is very famous. And where is it from? So in the passage we know it is from Australia, right? It's like a big, long trumpet, but it's made of wood. So it's like, 这里的 like 它不是表示喜欢，而是说它就像是什么呢？ It's like a big, long trumpet. Okay? 它就像一个很长的、很大的一个 trumpet. Do you know trumpet? Yes, in the beginning of this unit, we learn about trumpet. Do, 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 right? This is a trumpet, but it's made of wood. But it's made of wood. You blow into it, and it makes a very unusual deep sound. You blow into it. 什么叫 blow？ 哎，你吹它的时候呢 ，it makes a very unusual deep sound. 它就会产生一种什么呀？非常不寻常的 deep sound， 一个很低沉的声音 ，right? Didgeridoos are difficult to hold because they are between 1 and 3 meters long. Didgeridoo are difficult to hold. Do you know what is hold? You see, like this is hold, 就是很难去抱住它，对不对？或者是抓住它，叫做 hold something, okay? So you see, this is hold. It is very difficult to hold. Why? Because they are between 1 and 3 meters long. 因为它们呢是在1米到3米之间。So I think it's too big, right? The musician usually puts the didgeridoo on the ground. 所以呢 musician 这些音乐家通常都会怎么样 puts the didgeridoo on the ground 把它放在地上来去演奏 right? Because they cannot hold it like this. It's too long, right? So they just put it on the ground. Okay, and that's it for number 2. And now let's take a look at number 3. Bonan. You see here, this is the bonan. And where is bonan from? Indonesia. And you see many pots here. 哎，像这种长得像锅一样的，我们都可以叫做 pot. Okay? And now let's see. The bonan is a group of round metal pots. So what is like round? Round 指的是圆形的，对不对？ Metal, what is metal? So like this. You see, this is metal and this is metal, right? And this is metal. Okay? And you see, round metal pots 就是圆的金属的那种锅 okay? Musicians play these in Indonesia in an orchestra of many musicians. So you see, 那么这些音乐家呢会在印度尼西亚演奏这种 bonan in an orchestra. Do you know what is orchestra? Orchestra, that means a group of people who play the music together. 它指的是一群人，对不对？在一块演奏音乐的，叫做管弦乐团。You put the pots together in lines. So, 那么我们就横排的罗列这些 pots 就可以了。You then hit the pots with a stick that has a piece of cloth around it. You see here, you hit it. Hit 就是击打，对不对？用这个棍子，什么样的棍子呢？ That has a piece of cloth around it 就是说，哎，外边包了一圈布的这种棍子来去击打。All the pots are different sizes, so you see, the pots 就是那些锅呀。Like this, these are the pots, right? 那在这一篇文章里呢，只不过就是这个乐器长得特别像锅，所以我们也就直接叫它 pots. 但是 pots 实际上就是指锅。那这些锅呢 are different sizes. Size, that means like 大小 right? So they are different sizes. 它们有不同的大小。So they all make different sounds. 那它们的造出来的声音呢就会不一样。Some people say that the sounds is very relaxing. 有的人就说这些声音呢非常的 relaxing. So do you know what is relaxing? You see, this is relaxing, right? 就是很让人放松。Okay, so you know these musical instruments, right? And now let's take a look at exercise 3. So we can find out, mark the sentence, true or false. So number 1, capoeira is the music that you play on berimbau. 有的同学呢会在这里选择 true, but it's not. 但是实际上不是。Capoeira is a kind of dance, right? So when you dance capoeira, and then you play the berimbau, right? Yes, capoeira is the name of the dance. And let's take a look at number 2. A didgeridoo is like a trumpet. So, a didgeridoo. Didgeridoo 是不是第二个那个乐器，对不对？它像一个什么呢？ A trumpet? That's it. Yes, it looks like a trumpet, right? And you need to blow into it, right? 必须得吹啊。And number 3, didgeridoos are always the same size. Is that right? No. Because we read that didgeridoos are between 1 and 3 meters long, right? So we can put here F, all right? And the next one, the bonan has got one pot. Bonan 只有一个锅吗？ No, it has got many different pots, right? 有很多不同的大大小小的锅，对不对？ And number 5, you play the bonan using a stick. Is that right? Yes, you hit it using a stick, right? Right, so it's T. Okay, so that's it for this passage, all right? And I think you know these 3 musical instruments. And you need to listen to the recording and read it after.